Yay, we're live. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Let's start with setting everything up, so please wait a moment until I finish. Okay, let's get everything set up, and then we're gonna run it. I think we're gonna do the ending of Fontaine, and then we'll see where we go from that. We're gonna go pull for the. Wait a little bit. Camera's in the way. How can we change that?
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss.
Yeah.
Surviving is tough.
Yeah, better
Taming
to
the
put
beast
it over
within
there.
is tougher.
Okay, let's first of all welcome YouTube. Let's go and pull for Skirk. We have around 40 wishes. Should be well enough. And let's see how what our pity is. Pity is at the moment 60, 70. Yeah, around 73, give or take. For some reason I cannot show it, but it's around 73, so we still can lose the 50-50, but let's start with pulling. Let's go. Capture radiance. Okay. Diona, okay. Yes, how many we get? Do we get her? Okay.
I am Skirk, disciple of Sertologi, the Foul. You've proven your strength to me along your journey, and earned the right to speak to me as an equal. Now, let me witness how your fate unfolds.
Yay! We got her. Okay, so now we got like Favonia's sword. Okay, decent. Okay, at least we got her. That's more than I was expecting, to be fair. Okay, now we got the 30 left. You can try to pull for a weapon. Let me check what the pity on the weapon is. Oh yeah, 0. I still got 20 days remaining. I can pull. Yeah, let's pull 10. Okay. If I pulled this one, wow, that would be insane. But at least we got it. And the first pulls. So that's okay. Then we still have like 20 left. Can try to pull for Skirk again. With 0 pity. Yeah, well, let's give it a shot. No. What do we get? Who do we get? Candice. Okay. And the last 10 pull, we're gonna do Skirk again. It was too much to ask. Too bad. Dahlia.
I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius and Herald of Barbados. As you can probably...
Shut the fuck up, dude. Okay, now we're out of wishes. Oh no, we can still buy a few. How much can we buy? Like 2. Nothing for that. Okay. Last 2 for Skirk. It's probably not gonna happen, but we'll be so okay. Too bad, too bad, too bad, too bad. But at least
when you lose your...
we got this one. And we got Skirk, the first one. Okay, very good, very good. Now I'm probably gonna need to build her. But other than that, okay. Yeah, that one, we got it. And Candace. Wait, why you already have? Move the camera over there. Okay,
gaining
Candace
some
already
altitude
have
can bring some perspective.
Okay, okay, let's go. Finishing Fontaine's questline, probably, or sometime soon. The ending of 3 of 4, kinda sad though. I mean, not kinda, it was really sad. I gently felt bad for her. But we're fighting the whale now.
But how are we going to do that? It's huge!
First time we're fighting this one.
I have already done my best to separate the power of my mortal sea from the whale. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together. I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
Get wrecked, boy. Oi.
Locked on! Locked on!
Been doing sometimes, but I think... no, I don't think. Find this boss fight quite annoying.
Open fire!
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself.
Yeah, wreck, boy. It's a cool design for a boss fight. No. Cannot escape it? Okay. Oh, damn. The music is ramping up.
Locked on!
Hold on to your hats.
Manifest the authority of the dragons. Witness the... I have granted you my protection.
Okay. We just got her. That's kind of funny. That's real fun though. We just got her and I didn't know
Thanks
she
for
would show
helping
up.
with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime.
Well, I did not expect that.
Actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Skirk.
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right?
Skirk indeed,
It's
Skirk
just that he
indeed.
gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Yeah, kinda.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, child's master's master. Wait, is that right?
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
Sertologi. Who that?
Huh?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Yeah, so am I.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfilnir then? Or Gold Rhine-daughter?
That name I've heard
Oh,
before.
that one we've heard. Rhine-daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
It's natural after all. The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this and accepted it. Yeah, kinda, but we kinda...
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
True, true, true.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Washed away with sin.
Hey! Help! Over here!
Why does a head not blow away? Just a few boats to save all of Fontaine. Should not be enough. Need a little bit more. Never mind.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! Hey, lend a hand! water's receding!
Ah, so it's just like... Ah, okay. The Heavenly Principles just wanted to massacre everyone in Fontaine by raising the primordial wall.
The prophecy was wrong! The prophecy was wrong!
But because Newfoundland forgave their sins, they should be okay. No, but yet they are okay. So that's why the water's receding. And Farina should be a lot bit happier. My little fake archon.
We're safe.
Very cool, very cool.
Prophecy was wrong.
Very cool. Okay, that was nice. Sweet ending. Unless there's still something to come.
The soil renewed. The Spina di Rosula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina di Rosula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated.
Tired.
Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it. Skyship Winglet, lunar brain of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
Yeah, they might have been real big shots from the start.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down. The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
Who knows?
Paimon's curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress. There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
Okay, cool. Nice. 30, and we got... still not 100% finished? Oh yes, okay, and that one... Still not have that one though. We got 200. Let's... Okay, already got that one, so I already have Skirk, so the best thing to do would be to go for her weapon, because I think I lost the last one. But I don't know if it's carrying over. And we still have like 20 days. Should be more than enough to get it though, I think. Well, this... We're just gonna try it. I got my words. Yeah, okay. No luck here. No luck there. Still have a lot for that one, and it's 12 days. Should be enough to... Okay. And Skirk says for 19 days also. And that we're going back to 4. Yeah, we're probably gonna need to level this one. We don't have a lot of flowers. But at least we're gonna level her as far as we can. And that's about it. Okay, and that one we don't have. Oh my god. This is gonna suck so bad. But we're gonna have to do it. I mean, I really want to try Skirk as soon as I can. Can try her now, but she's severely underleveled. Did this one exist before? Don't remember though.
Up to the freezer! Shadows of fate, decided by
Well,
destiny! Pyroclastic surge! Bullseye! Locked on!
Got it. Well, let's just do this one a few times. Okay, can level her up again. Nice, you got that one. Can not level up this one. Check out this handbook. This the cryo regis fine. Let's do this one a few. We're gonna do this until we finish everything. Then we're gonna use
A little
the rest back.
Goose on the loose!
The rest.
Delve into destiny! Wrap from the sky!
And we don't have the flowers anyway, so. What we got here? What did we complete? Okay, nice. Let's get the belly of the beast without being hit. Okay, nice.
Shadows of fate! Fate is upon me! Burn it down! Light of the blazing sun! Let's run! Open fire!
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm thinking of swapping Chaska out for Skirk or Mavuika, but don't know yet.
A little boosh! At first, the flip delves into destiny! Light it up! Wrap from the sky!
And I don't care about meta or anything like that. Like, this is the best team for her. I just want to play who I want to play. That's the most important thing. Don't chase some meta. Ooh, nice. What we get? Okay, can do one more.
Shadows of fate, decided by destiny. Burn it to pyroclastic surge. Open fire. Locked on. Open fire.
Okay. We got this one, and what do we need? We got 12. Should be good enough for one more level because I don't have the flower. Try Regis fine. Okay, here we come. Also, I don't remember how much fragile resin we have left, so I don't know how much we can do it. But we'll see.
Let me scry. Light it up. Light
Gotcha. How much do we have? 7, yeah.
Rise with the sun! Wrath from the sky! Open fire!
Okay, she should be able to gain a level now. Hey, you are? Yes, sir. Okay, so she's gone up to level 50. Don't have the flower, don't have that. But we can craft a lot. This one we can also craft. So if we collect the flower, we can at least gain 1 more level. But I don't know which one is good for her. Dull blade. No weapons reference. Okay. Oh, luckily we already saw this one. Yeah, so we're just gonna artifact hunt this one until at least she's got decent artifacts, I think. Dun, dun. Okay, which one should we do again? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Why can I not remember? Okay, deep fire construct. I don't know which one that is, but we'll find out soon. Don't know what to expect from this domain, never done it before, and I don't really care.
Delve into destiny.
Burn it down!
Yeah, let's fly. Bolter! Locked on!
That little fucker got quite the...
Fire in the hole!
Off to the freezer! Shoes on the loose! Shadows of fate!
Light it up! Light up the blazing sun!
I probably shouldn't use it. Oh, the recommended element effect, but... Don't want to change theme, so we're just going with this, even if it takes like a minute. I don't really care. Well, we still have this one. Oh yeah, let's use it. Didn't know I had it. Yeah, this one we need. Yeah, we're gonna do this one quite a bit.
Written in the stars.
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
Let's fly.
Open fire!
Bullseye!
Open fire!
A dash of frost. Let me scribe.
Wrath from the sky! Open fire! Open fire!
Nope.
A burst of flavor. Delve into destiny. Decided by destiny.
Burn it down! Light of the blazing sun! Open fire!
Locked on.
Okay.
Locked on! Fire
it's quite
to the
annoying.
freezer.
Wrath from the sky!
Take me up. Bullseye! Bullseye!
Open fire!
Which one is this? Long Night's Oath. Yeah, I don't care about Long Night's Oath. Need the other one.
Let me scribe.
Pyroclastic surge!
Will we ever get a good
Pinnacle
one?
of excellence! Open fire!
And it's about to change. Or do we get it before?
Hold on to your hat.
Oh, let's get it before that. Yes, we got it. Nice. Where's it? Oh, there. Oh man, Do we get something? No, we did not. Oh man, this is gonna take forever.
Delve into destiny, written in the stars.
Light it up! Light up the blazing sun!
Take me up.
Locked on! Open fire! A dash of frosting! Burn it down! Wrath from the sky!
This one is so annoying.
Ha!
Well, I don't really care. It's just annoying. It takes a little bit longer.
Locked on!
But other than that,
Open fire!
it's quite nothing. Do we get something? We get something, but is it good? Not really. I don't know if it's good, but I think it's good.
Shadows of fate.
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
Take me up.
Okay, come on.
Bullseye! Locked on! Open fire! Fire in the hole! A dash of frosting! Fuse on the loose!
Let me scribe. Fate is upon you.
Light up the blazing sun!
Come on, come on, come on. Die, 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 die.
Let's fly.
Bullseye!
Okay, what do we get? No. I kind of want to check to see if we already have something that's quite good. Don't think so, though. Let's see. Now, we're gonna only go for Finale of Deep Galleries. This one, okay, I don't like the def on it, so we're not gonna use it. This one is also not good. Not good. Yeah, we don't have anything good.
Off to the freezer. Shadows of fate.
Light it up!
Take me up.
So yeah, we can continue doing this
Open fire!
in the hope we get something good.
Open fire!
Or we can just try to build, level her up. Because for now she's quite quite unusual. She's still on level 50.
Open fire! Bullseye!
But I will probably do that in my own time tomorrow. I don't think that's me.
Delve into
Sometimes people
destiny.
like to see just collecting flowers. We'll do that on my own. But this could be interesting. Maybe it will give me some luck. Well, for now, the luck is not really there. Yeah, here again. I'm thinking after I try one more time, I'm gonna go
Off to the freezer.
start fucking questline again, so we can finish that one. Then can go now.
Take me up! Locked on! Open fire! Locked on! Let me scribe! Written in the
Get out of your bowl.
Let's fly!
Last one. Give me something good. Please give me something.
Bullseye!
I know you have it in you.
Bullseye!
This one isn't. This one gives me crit rate or crit damage. It did not. Yeah, well that sucks. Okay, no luck there. Okay, whatever. No mind. No worries. Okay, finish that one. But at least I'm glad we got her though. Okay, we're gonna just do this one a few more times until we're out of resin, and then we're going to go to Poisson and finish the Fontaine quest.
A little of this! Shadows of fate! Rise with the sun! Wrath from the sky! Open fire!
You got wrecked. Cool, 3.
Off to the breather! Here's on the loose! Delved into destiny, decided by destiny! Light it up! Light up the blazing sun! Open fire! Bullseye!
I can change the party setup. Change my week up for now.
Need something taken care of?
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna give her a weapon, but which one should be crit rate? Oh, well, I don't have a good weapon for her, though. That blows. Oh, well, for now, I'll just let her have that. I cannot see how many we have, but... Alright, that's leveled up. I think we have one wish here. Pull that one, maybe 5-star. 4-star. It is at least something. What we're gonna get? Or what we're gonna get? We're gonna get a bow. Rust. Okay, nice. Don't really need it though, but anyway. Okay, Intertwined Fade. We have another one. Can pull for her weapon. Well, very low pity, so we're probably not gonna get it anytime soon. But who knows, we might get lucky. But for now, yeah, Skirk's gonna be our main DPS soon. Okay, actually it was quite low. It is quite cool. What I can see for level 5, that's decent damage.
Open fire!
Wait. What's that?
Annihilate.
Yeah, she moves really cool. Very fast. Like it. Okay, we have 3 again. Don't know how much we need. But we could probably use it for another one. We have 19 now. Nah. should. Can't do it too much.
Off to the freezer.
That's what we're gonna do.
Shadows of fate. Fate is upon me. Extinguish.
Mine to wield.
Am I still
Oh,
weak?
you got wrecked, yeah. I mean, she got no artifacts, it's level 50, so yeah. What did you expect?
Locked on.
To be fair, I did not even expect to pull her. I expected to lose the 50-50 originally. But for some reason, my luck was not letting me down.
Shifters on the loose.
That's kind of making me happy.
Wasn't expecting this. Mine to wield.
Hit me up.
Yeah, I don't know how she's playing. To be fair, I did not even see character introduction or anything like that. She just looked cool. I mean, that's in the end all I care about. I don't care about any meta or anything. As long as they're cool, I'm gonna pull for them. And last banner, who was on last banner? Nah, yeah, probably Navia. Yeah, I wanted to pull for her, but for some reason I did expedition data commission. Okay, new and visit. Oh, that one is due too. Oh, we can do that one a little bit. Not very good at it, but can see how far we go. Maybe at least get like 300-400 primos. Can do 1 or 2 pulls for weapon.
Thank you for coming.
And then we're gonna get lucky, and then we're gonna get the other. Gonna get Skirk's weapon for sure. Theater. Okay. This is not gonna go good, I think. We're gonna do at least the easy one. That should get out of my way. That should be doable. Yeah, just end that one. Oh yeah, I remember. From last time. Alright, man, that one really screwed me up by the last second. Wait, what? Okay. Ah, we're done already. Oh, okay. I thought. What? Ah, well, whatever. We're done. Nice. And we're gonna pull one more. And what do we get? What do we get? Wandering Even Star. Don't know what it is. Don't need it. Damn. I mean, is it too much to ask to just give me Skirk's weapon? Just give me that luck. Ah well, let's continue on with the quest of Fontaine, so we can finish up here. Ah, she is a cool design.
Fearless.
Oh, then it cancels. Okay. Ooh, for Tui.
Navia!
Navia.
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clorand?
I'm so glad they changed the VA for Paimon. The new English one is very good. It's gonna need to get used to it, but other than that, what I heard about it is pretty good.
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina, so she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Forget it.
Who knows?
I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I'm gonna have something to drink because my throat is quite dry, so excuse me for a moment. Okay, we can continue.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
No.
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Clorand, at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
How did it go? Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it?
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clorand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess, too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillet, and he told you, right?
Right.
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Nervillet asked me was, when did the Fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridsley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Very smart.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Okay, go to the Fortress of Meripede. Cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna walk there. I guess I'm gonna use the teleport system because that's what it's used for. Take this one. Hey, what a buddy. Gotta change her. Okay, cannot do that one. Which one is cool? Go this one. Yep.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
How come nostalgic? It's not been that long since we've been out of jail.
Looks like you've been missing us.
No.
Duke! Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
What agreement, like? I don't know. He's having a headache. And she too.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need.
What you doing? Just taking some extra.
Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
Yes.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier,
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you, then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend. Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
It can't be easy. I mean, just take it down there. But if the ship breaks down already, then it's not very good.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
Smart.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
He would like to join. Let's see what he wants.
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Nothing.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Uh-oh.
Ah, Siegeween.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse? Sure. Come on, Miss Siegeween. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Huh? Sure. Do I have to smile?
Yes.
So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurier? Miss Lorvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two. I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then. All right. Last stop, the docks.
But why is Farina stepping down? Oh, can we make one? We have 3. That one's 4. We're gonna do that one later. First, I want to try to get some myself, so I don't have to waste that one. But that's probably not gonna happen. But anyway, I would get some good artifacts for myself first.
Mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. And Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What
sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal. But if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you meant by... I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Sure. Please, write down my address.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Good question.
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you.
Yeah.
So, how have things been, Traveler? Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's all right. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
Oh man, what? Why did they always give the noses away? I was trying to steal it. I really wonder what they're gonna do with it though.
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
Well, that's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
Yeah.
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Neuvillette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the fortress of Meripede a while back.
Go here, go there, go there.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The Gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Yeah, just didn't Skirk just throw him into the abyss?
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
Yeah, that's not something I expect.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
A knave?
Father!
Well, well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the Traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the Gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as Harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done. Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
Child's vision.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Toodles.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
Sure.
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And
that's true.
What do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see what Neverlette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
Into the void!
Ooh, this guy. Oh, nice, we have an offering. Do we have enough for a wish?
Annihilate.
Do we have enough? Do we have enough for one or two? Shit. Yeah. We'll offer it up, but just not enough, huh? Just not enough. Yeah, it's gonna take a while before we get any wishes from Vlad.
Let's fly!
Yeah, that's what they say, so why would they lie about that?
So, you really are here, Neuvillette. Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Whoa. So that's what happened? Focalor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone. Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too!
Yeah, that's true.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association, or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Focalor had Fontainians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon certainly got another question. Back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontainians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual.
So when they prayed, the Oceanids granted, or someone granted
Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Yeah, where's Farina gone?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
No, Gnosis.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations! Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Well, the next stop on my journey. I know it. It's gonna be Natlan, I think. I hope.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Natlan. Here we go.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the knave that I believe may be useful to you. The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
The Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
Yeah, didn't he just explain it?
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Skirk.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts. And my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
Easy.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
True.
I guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy. Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all. That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
All right. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
Well, at least Focalor did complete a goal.
She sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Okay, very good. That was a fun quest. That quest was really fun. And we got some rewards. Complete the master rate of guilty. Nice. 81. We have one. One intertwined faith. Inversion of Genesis. Nah, we're gonna gamble. Gamble. Yeah, did not expect something like that. Would be fun though, but... Go to the sanctuary. Visit Nadia. Complete other quests. Which quest do we need to complete? Is Palmatum Chapter Act 1 is a story quest from... okay. We can get this quest and probably do that one. Go to Byakko Plain in Inazuma. Reputation reward. Let's collect the reputation reward in Fontaine first because I think it's here. And then we're gonna do that quest. What the other one is? Cold case. Go to the Sumeru's Adventure Guild and talk to Catherine. Tricky commission. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this one first and then that one. I don't know yet. First, I'm just gonna continue that story. I mean, we're gonna eventually do the movie, yeah. So it does not really matter. Hoppa, let's go. Let's go. Kill.
Merciless.
That one's really cool.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma.
Oh yeah, but first things first. If we're going to Natlan and characters are silent, I'm gonna switch out English for Japanese. Because man, those VAs, eh?
So many things have happened since then. Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today? Huh?
Wait a moment.
What's up?
Be careful.
Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Huh?
She's quite fast.
So you don't have a vision after all.
No.
Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision. That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
Oh, that's not nice. Maybe true, but not nice.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase.
What a
Well,
bastard.
one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Smart for once.
Don't be mean. I'm unsmart lots of the time. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back. Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other? Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger.
Okay, let's do it.
Heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Oh, let's go there. A strange and friendless road. Dum 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 dum. Let's see how good she is.
Mine to wield.
Yeah, she takes a long time to do damage.
Attack the frog!
Shoot the berry. It does a lot more, but maybe it's because Escoffier's food tray dish thingy.
Fearless.
What a lucky day.
Fearless. Paradise.
That was still really cool though.
Merciless.
Out of me way, boy. No, I'm not gonna accept that commission. Don't get any rewards anymore, so I'm not gonna do it.
Kazuha is.
No.
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all. Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did?
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be? Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable. Thank you! Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
All right, then.
Yeah.
I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
The Tenryou Commission is where? Over there, okay. Check the shrine first. No, still cannot do anything. Alright, then go here. Let's go! Don't put... Okay, oh, here Kazuha is. Dun dun dun. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
It's you.
Who? Traveler? Ghost? Anyone?
Greetings.
We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation.
Oh my, thank you.
We invited Mr. Kaedahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaedahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaedahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed? In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaedahara clan belonged to this class, but there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaedahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaedahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaedahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaedahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaedaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaedahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaedahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back! This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Yeah, let's do that tomorrow. For now I'm gonna end stream here. I'm quite tired from work and daily life. I thank everyone for tuning in and watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you tomorrow. Probably gonna stream at around between 7 and 8. Don't know how long it will last, but probably last a bit longer than today, because the next day I have a day off, so I can stream a little bit longer.
The abyss is like the world's shadow.
No worries.
It's always there,
Thanks
and it will
everyone for
never
watching,
perish.
and till tomorrow. Bye bye.